Hello dear students, very good morning. We are learning your algebra 5th chapter. The name of the chapter is the probability. In the previous video lecture, we have seen what is meant by likely or equal outcomes, and then we have solved your practice set 5.1. In the practice set, they have given us some statements and they have asked us for the possibilities. Possibilities are the outcomes. In today's video lecture, we are going to see what is meant by sample space, sample points and some examples of a finite sample space, and then we will move towards your practice set 5.2. See, what is meant by sample space? The set of all possibilities, the set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called as a sample space. It is generally denoted by S or Greek letter omega. This letter is called as omega. It is a Greek letter which is used to denote the sample space. Okay, it is denoted by S or omega. You can use anything, but in the exam, if they have given you the sample space by using the letter omega, so you must understand omega is the denoted by or it is used to denote the sample space. Okay, so set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called as sample space. Suppose we have seen the random experiment like tossing a coin, throwing a die, etc. If I am throwing a die, there are how many possibilities? There are total 6 possibilities, because the face, that is on the upper face, there must be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There can be anything. So there are total 6 possibilities. When I will toss the coin, there are 2 possibilities. Either it will be head or tail. So such possibilities, such set of such possibilities is called as sample space, and it is denoted by S or omega. ओके, सॅम्पल स्पेस म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? आपण काही रॅन्डम एक्सपेरिमेंट प्रिव्हियस लेक्चर्समध्ये पाहिले आहेत. ते रॅन्डम एक्सपेरिमेंट केल्यानंतर त्याचे जे काही पॉसिबल आउटकम्स असणार आहेत. आउटकम म्हणजे काय? द रिझल्ट ऑफ द रॅन्डम एक्सपेरिमेंट इज कॉल्ड ॲज आउटकम. त्या आउटकम्सच्या पूर्ण सेटला, बंचला आपण म्हणणार आहे सॅम्पल स्पेस. ओके, आणि ते एस किंवा ओमेगाने दाखवतात. सॅम्पल स्पेस समजलं असेल तर वी विल शिफ्ट टुवर्ड सॅम्पल पॉइंट. Each element of sample space is called as sample point. Sample space may consist number of elements. Suppose a die is thrown, then there are how many possibilities? That is 6. So sample space for throwing a die is 6. So number of element in a sample space is called as sample points. If there are 6 elements in a sample space, that is number of elements in a sample space are 6. Therefore sample points are 6. Now number of elements in S is denoted by n of S. Okay, whereas n is the number of and S is the sample space. We are using letter S to denote sample space. Is it clear for you? Now we will see some examples for the sample space, but keep in mind, if there are finite elements in a sample space, then it is called as finite sample space. Now in the 9th standard you have seen the chapter sets. In that you have seen the finite and infinite set, the types of set. There are variety of sets. So finite set. Okay, now finite set is what? If there are the number of elements are countable, then it is called as finite set. Okay, so finite sample space is same like that. If number of elements are countable or finite, then such type of sample space is called as finite sample space. We are going to see some examples about the related to finite sample space, some random experiment which we have seen earlier also. They are so common, like throwing a die, tossing a coin, picking a card from a playing cards, etc. We will see that examples in this after this, but keep in mind what is meant by sample space. A set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called as sample space, denoted by S or Greek letter omega. This letter is called as omega. Sample point is what? Each element in a sample space is called as sample point, and no element in sample space S, number of elements in sample space S is denoted by n of S. Here S is the sample space and n for the n is used for to denote number of elements. So number of elements in sample space is denoted by n of s and sample space is denoted by s or omega. We are going to see the example of finite sample space. If you want this, you can write these two definitions along with their how they denoted. See, these are the examples for the finite sample space. We have seen what is meant by sample space, sample point, okay. So see, first example is one coin is tossed. Suppose one coin is tossed, then what are the sample space? It will be head or tail. So in the sample space, we are going to write the possibilities. Sample space is denoted by letter S, I have told you, and we have to write the possibilities in the curly bracket as sample space is a set. Okay, set of possibilities in the random experiment or set of outcomes in the random experiment, it's called as sample space. So we do write set in the curly bracket, standard 9th you have learned that. So S is equal to head comma tail. Okay, so for the random experiment, one coin is tossed. Suppose one coin is tossed, the sample space will be H or T, head or tail. So here we are going to write number of sample space, n of s is equal to 2. How many elements are there in the sample space? 2 elements are there, therefore n of s is equal to 2. Now next we will see 2 coins are tossed. Suppose in the random experiment 2 coins are tossed, then sample space will be what we will write. Sample space is denoted by S. Keep in mind, in the curly bracket we will write, it will be head and head, it will be tail and tail, it will be head and tail, or again it will be tail or head. Clear? Suppose we are tossing 2 coins. Then how it will come? For first 2 coins 2 times head येऊ शकतं, 2 times tail येऊ शकतं, एकदा head आणि एकदा tail, किंवा at once time इथे tail and head असे sample space इथे येणार आहेत. बघा 2 कॉइन आपण टॉस्ट करतोय, दोन्ही वेळेला हेड येऊ शकतं, दोन्ही कॉइनचे अपर फेसेस टेल येऊ शकतात, एक हेड आणि एक टेल येऊ शकतो, किंवा एक टेल आणि एक हेड येऊ शकतो, असे एक टोटल 4 सॅम्पल स्पेस इथे येत आहेत. म्हणून n ऑफ s आपण इथे किती लिहिणार आहे? n ऑफ s इज इक्वल टू 4. नंबर ऑफ सॅम्पल स्पेस किती आहेत? 1. नंबर ऑफ सॅम्पल पॉइंट 1, 2, 3 and 4. सो n ऑफ s इज इक्वल टू 4. नाउ 3 कॉइन्स आर टॉस्ड. जर 3 कॉइन टॉस्ट केले, 3 कॉइन्स टॉस्ट केले तर काय होणार आहे पहा. वी विल राईट द सॅम्पल स्पेस. 3 वेळा हेड येऊ शकतं. ओके, 3 वेळा त्याचा अप्पर फेस हेड असू शकतो. सो इट विल बी 3 टाइम्स हेड, देन अगेन 3 टाइम्स टेल. ओके, देन वी विल राईट टेल, हेड and head, then tail, head, or we will write tail, head, tail, or and it will be again tail, head. See, we are going to write the sample point for when 3 coins are tossed. There will be HHH head for 3 times, tail for 3 times, then again 1 time tail, and second and third coin it will, the upper face will be head, then it is head or tail, head, tail. After that we will write TTH, that is tail, tail and head. So next one we will write. Keep in mind, we are writing sample space and it is a set. You have to separate the elements in sample space by the comma. These are the very minor things, but you have to keep in mind. So HHH, TTT, THH, THT, TTH. The remaining is H T T H T H and HHT. Okay, these are the sample space when 3 coins are tossed. See, HHH, TTT, here H is head and T is tail, THH, THT, TTH, HTT, HTH and HHT. Count the number of sample space. 1, 2, 3 sample point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are total 8 number of sample points. So n of s is equal to 8. When 3 coins are tossed, sample space will be HHH, TTT, THH, THT, TTH, HHT, THT and HHT. Okay, so these are the sample space. Now number of sample space in number of sample point in the sample space, you will count all the elements in a sample point. There are total 8 elements, so number of elements in a sample space n of s for 3 coins are tossed is 8. Now fourth one is a die is thrown. If die is thrown, there are 6 possibilities or the 6 outcomes, and outcomes are sample space. So we will write sample space as a S. What are the outcomes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, the upper face will be of number 1, then it can be 2, it can be 3, 4, 5, 6, anything. So sample space S for a die is thrown is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we will write number of sample space n of s for throwing a die is thrown. How many elements are there in a sample space? There are total 6 elements. There are 4 sample point, that is number of sample space is 6. Okay, next is 2 die are thrown. If 2 die are thrown, the sample space will be what? See, we will write the sample space for 2 die is thrown. It will be 1, 1. Okay, then 1, 2, 1, 3. Then 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. Okay, now you will start from 2, 1. Okay, if we are throwing a 2 die, there possibility can be 1 die is 1 next, another die is also 1 die is 1, another die is 2, 1 die is 1, another die is 3, 1 is 4, another one is 5, 1 is 1 and another is 6, 1 is 1 and another is 6. Okay, so it can be first one 2 and second one 1, it can be 2, 2, it can be 2, 3, it can be 2, 4, it can be 2, 5 and it can be 2, 6. Okay, for next it can be 3, 1, it can be 3, 2, it can be 3 and 3, it can be 3 and 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, it can be anything. Again it can be 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. It can be 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. Okay, and it can be 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5 and here it goes 6 and 6, and this is the end of the sample space when 2 die are thrown. See, when we are throwing 2 dice, okay, the sample space, the upper face will be the possibility. So it can be 1 and 1, it can be 1 and 2, it can be 1, 3, it can be 2, 1, 3, 1. These all are the possibilities when 2 dice are thrown. So sample space is this: 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Again 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 2. all those I have written on the board. Okay, so how many sample space are there? Number of S, n of S is 36. You can count, there are total 36 in this row. 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 6 are 36. So n of S is equal to 36. These are for 2 dice are thrown. If 3 dice are thrown, you can write for 3 dice. Yes, you have to write it. You can write it. Okay. So next one is a card is drawn from well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. For this I have to erase this. You will be okay with this because in the notes I will provide you all this sample space and number of sample space, all this chart. Okay, in your textbook also they have given you the chart on the page number 117, so you can go for that. Are you clear up to this? Now we are going to see the last. So if you want this, you can write this, otherwise I will provide you in the notes itself. See, the next experiment, that is 6th random experiment, is a card is drawn from a well shuffled pack of a 52 playing cards. Well shuffled केलेले जे 52 प्लेइंग कार्ड्सच्या पॅकमधून आपल्याला एक कार्ड ड्रॉन करायचा आहे, तर तिथे सॅम्पल स्पेस म्हणजेच तिथे असणाऱ्या पॉसिबिलिटीज किंवा आउटकम काय असणार आहे हे आपण लिहिणार आहोत. तिथे आउटकम किती असतील? 52 कार्ड्स आहेत तर 52 असणार आहेत, पण 52 आउटकम काय असणार आहेत हे आपल्याला लिहायचं आहे. याआधी मी तुम्हाला कार्ड्सचं क्लासिफिकेशन समजावून सांगितलं होतं. टोटल 52 कार्ड्स असणार आहेत. आउट ऑफ 26 रेड कार्ड्स आणि 23 ब्लॅक कार्ड्स, 26 रेड कार्ड्स अँड 26 ब्लॅक कार्ड्स असणार आहेत. आउट ऑफ 26 रेड कार्ड्समधून 13 हार्ट कार्ड्स आणि 13 डायमंड कार्ड्स असणार आहेत. आणि इकडे ब्लॅक कार्ड्समधून 13 कार्ड्स क्लब कार्ड्स आणि 13 स्पेड कार्ड्स असणार आहेत. सो वी विल राईट अ सॅम्पल स्पेस फॉर रॅन्डम एक्सपेरिमेंट. अ कार्ड इज ड्रॉन फ्रॉम वेल शफल्ड पॅक ऑफ 52 प्लेइंग कार्ड्स. आता इथे आपण कसं लिहिणार आहोत पहा. डायमंड, ओके, आफ्टर दॅट स्पेड, क्लब and heart. These are the cards. Diamond cards are 13, spade cards are 13, club cards are 13 and heart are 13. Which are these 13 cards we will write? First one is the ace, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, king and queen. Jack, king and queen. These are the 13 cards in each of the pack or each of the set of a card. Diamond card consists of ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 diamond, and jack, king and queen. Now spade card consists same, ace, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then again jack, king and queen. Okay, this is for spade. These are 13 plus 13, 26. Now club cards, it also consists ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Jack, king and queen as well. So last one is the heart. Heart is consist of again ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and afterwards it is jack, king and queen. So these are the sample space for the random experiment, a card is drawn from well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. If we will draw a one card from a pack of shuffled playing cards, then these are the sample space, that is one of these cards will be there of pick card. So there I have told you the broadly classification of a card. So it is classified as diamond, spade, club and heart. There are 13 cards in diamond, which are the ace, 2, 3, 4, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 diamond, jack, king and queen. Spade is classified as ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spade and jack, king, queen again. Club, there are 13 cards, ace, then again 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 club cards and jack, king, queen. And heart, there are 13 cards, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of heart and jack, king and queen. Okay, these are the cards. If you will count, you will get 52 cards, 13, 13, 13 and 13. 13 fours are 52. So number of sample space is 52. Okay, that is the number of sample points in a sample space S are 52. Keep in mind, we haven't written this in a sample space, okay, in a curly bracket like this. So today we have seen what is meant by sample space. Sample space is denoted by capital letter S or a Greek letter omega, then afterwards sample points. The number of elements in a sample space is called as sample point. N of S is that is how we denote the sample point. After that we have seen these examples for the finite sample point. Finite means what? We can count them, okay. If they are countable, we will say it as a finite. So these are total 6 random experiments, and this is the sample space for the experiment, and this is number of sample points in the sample space S. So in the next video lecture, we are going to solve the practice set 5.2, which is fully dependent on these 6 examples. So we will solve it. In the homework, you will copy or you will note down this chart. You have to memorize it. You should know how to write the sample space. If there is 3 coins are tossed, if they will ask you for 4 coins are tossed, then how you will write? It is H, 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 okay, 4 times H, 4 times T, 2 times H, 2 times T, like that. You have to just use your some logic. This is very simple chapter. So we will stop over here. In the next video lecture, we are going to see your practice set 5.2. Thank you. Keep studying.